It's time for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, it's girls basketball, the Central Lady Red Raiders and the Aquinas Lady Blue Golds. The High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson, a La Crosse tradition. Why not make it yours? Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Cooley region for over 90 years. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, tractor, lawnmower, even your snowblower. Battery Mart. Fiesta Mexicana, for delicious, fresh Mexican food, make it Fiesta Mexicana on La Crosse's south side. Fairway Painting and Sandblasting in Holman. Kirshner Custom Builders, for commercial or residential building, make it Kirshner Custom Builders. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Jan Fredrickson Funeral Homes, your remembrance specialists in La Crosse, West Salem, Bangor, and Caledonia. And Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. Now let's go courtside at Aquinas High School with KQEG's Art Fay and Terry Erickson.
Welcome everyone to the KQEG High School Game of the Week. This is Art Fay along with Nick Ragnar. Tonight we're coming to you from Aquinas High School. And the first game of the conference for both these two teams, fourth game of the season of Aquinas taking on La Crosse Central on the girls' side of the slate tonight. And Nick, we come in here, both these two teams are coming in 3-0.
Both teams are coming in 3-0, Art. It's a very exciting atmosphere right now. We got the band, the school band right next to us. They're loud, but they're playing proud. They're doing great thus far, and I think we're in for great basketball action here tonight. Happy to be with you on the floor here in Aquinas.
Yeah, and here comes Ted Knudsen from Aquinas checking things out. The president of Aquinas High School. See you, Ted. Take a look, first of all, at Central High School, 3-0. They're coming in here with wins over Menominee, Black River Falls, and Wisconsin Rapids. And pretty good scoring pace here, 71, 54, and 69 points apiece. And you look at the individuals on this, they really spread it out. They're very even scoring.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But you got two sisters that are really doing things for these Central Red Raiders and the Miss Liviceks. You got Brittany and Whitney, both at the top of the scoring through these first three games, and they've really brought a spark to this Central Red Raiders offense. But as you mentioned, 3-0 this year. Last year didn't go as planned for this team, Art, finishing 12-11 overall, 7-5 in the MVC. And in particular to Aquinas last year, losing by double digits, more than 20 points in both of those games. Going to look for some new light here in the 2019-2020 season.
And Quattrell Roberson is the head coach. He's got girls that are scoring in double figures. He's got Lily Weirs with 10 points a game, Allie Pangier, she's got 10, Rachel Peterson with 10, and then the two sisters you talked about, 11 and 14 points respectively. So it's very balanced scoring attack for these Central Raiders.
Yeah, you really like to see that, especially with a team playing against a team like Aquinas when they have so many great defenders. You like to have ball makers, playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. We'll see how they can hold up against the Blue Gold defense here tonight. But again, head coach for Central doing a great job here early on, getting her girls ready for what they hope to be a successful year this year and a little bit better than what they did last year in the MVC.
Aquinas, on the other hand, coming back here, and boy, they're coming off a couple of great years in basketball.
Oh, yeah. You talk about 3 state championships in a row, 2 wins, 2 3-state championship games in a row. I mean, you can't really do much better than that, and they've really been anchored by Lexi Donarski, who has just been phenomenal. It's kind of weird, you know, they always talk about some of those players that have been difference makers since the very beginning. I feel like Lexi Donarski has been on this team for like 20 years now. It's kind of what it feels like. We've been talking about her every year, but don't let the name just fool you there. They also have a lot of talent on this team outside of Lexi Donarski that can really make things happen. Regardless of how Lexi's doing on any given night.
Well, Lexi going to Iowa State. They've got other kids that are headed off to college, starting with Courtney Becker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've got a lot of great players on this team, and that's kind of what is so special about them. You know, even if you game plan to try to take away Lexi, you got a lot of other players that you have to worry about, Art. I'm not exactly sure how you game plan against this Aquinas team. That's why they've been so successful. That's why they've been so dominant these past few years. But you have to imagine a team like the Blue Goals come into every game with a giant bullseye on their back, and they can never let their guard up. That's kind of what the Central Red Raiders will be looking to do here tonight.
Well, Courtney Becker averaging 14 points a game going to Drake. And then you look at their sharpshooter from the outside, Taylor Tayush. She's going off to Minnesota Mankato, a D2 school. So, I mean, a school this guys, 3 kids going that way. And I was just talking to Kelly Barr's grandmother, Joanne Siemens, and she tells me that after the state tournament last year, University of Green Bay wanted her.
Oh, my goodness.
And so they just started, but she wanted her passion is softball. She's just signed, and notice that she's going to be going to St. Norbert's to play softball.
It's kind of like one of those powerhouse college teams, right? When we talk about college football or college basketball, and every single player that you're rattling off is going to end up playing pro ball. It's kind of like what we're looking at here with the Aquinas Blue Goals. I mean, they have so many great players that are going to end up playing at another level after they graduate. Again, just something that Coach Donarski has done a great job in really getting these girls and bringing the best of the talent that they do have on the hardwood.
Well, what's interesting, too, about this Aquinas team, you mentioned at the start, there are 3 state tournament appearances, winning 2 out of 3 for this club here, these seniors that have seen that, and they just completed a volleyball season where they're state runners-up in volleyball.
Yeah, their girls' athletics overall have just been so effective for so many years. I mean, I know just being in this area and growing up here and graduating from Logan High in 2009, their girls' basketball program has been special for quite some time, too. So a lot of girls, a lot of really specially talented girls on the hardwood, volleyball, you name it, they're doing great things. Exciting to be here early on in the season for the opening of MVC play tonight.
All right, we're about ready for the opening tip-off tonight and the starting lineups. We're going to take a break and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out our reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in to check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
Welcome back to Aquinas High School, where we've got the starting lineups now for the Central Red Raiders. We're going to see, let's see here. Junior number 2, Whitney Mislevchek.
Miss Livicek.
Miss Livicek.
There's a lot of syllables in that one. It's a little...
It'll take a quarter to get used to that. Number 4 is Allie Pangier. Number 21 is Rachel Peterson. Sophomore number 22 is Cora Hansen. And a senior will be number 34, Allie Athnos. Head coach is Cortell Roberson.
And again, this Central team doing really well, and the head coach was out here cheering on some of the underclassmen earlier tonight when they were on this very court. So you like to see that pipeline and that investment in some of those younger players.
Starting at one of the guard position will be Macy Donarski, a freshman at 5'7". Number 5 is Taylor Tayush at 5'7". She's a senior. Number 20, Kayla Barr, a 5'8" senior, the one who just committed to St. Norbert to play softball. Number 21 is Lexi Donarski, a 5'10" senior, averaging about 19 points a game. And Courtney Becker, 6'1" senior, wearing number 32, and she's headed to Drake. Head coach is Dave Donarski. Lady Blue Golds 3-0. They're averaging nearly 80 points a game in their first 3 outings. So they've got the machine to put a lot of points up.
Real quick, before our opening tip-off, we want to thank one of our awesome sponsors for making tonight possible. Is it time to dump your bank? Is it, Art? Well,
could be.
I'll tell you what, make the switch to Citizen State Bank and discover why they are considered one of the top banks in the nation and have one of the best cultures in the industry. Citizen State Bank, an experience like no other, locations in Onalaska and La Crosse. We're going back to tip-off now. And Art, this is a big MVC clash here early up. Real excited to see both these teams play and see if Central, off a 3-0 start, can bring it to the Aquinas Blue Golds here again. Last year, 2 losses to Aquinas, both big losses at that. And you know they're going to be coming out here with a lot of energy.
So a tip won by Aquinas, and Courtney Becker went baseline and lost it out of bounds. So Central gets it back, and Aquinas comes out, going to put some pressure on the full court.
We're going to do our best here to keep up with the score. We got two guys here in the booth that aren't necessarily used to running the scoreboard here, so we're going to do our best. Just putting that out there right now in case we miss a score here and there, but we're going to try to bring the best and the most accurate info that we can all night long.
They made a 5-second call on Central.
5-second call, really.
Yeah, and I think Coach Roberson thought he had a timeout called in time. Lob pass into Donarski, baseline.
Oh.
Tayushi likes the long shot.
Oh, yeah.
She can hit him. This is Macy Donarski driving, kicking it back out. Kayla Barr tried to get it into Becker, goes out of bounds, stays with the Blue Golds.
Aquinas looking like they're sticking with that man-to-man defense here, or Central looking like they're sticking with that man-to-man here early on in the game.
They know to get out around that rim.
Aquinas so lethal when you're talking about past that three-point arc, and that's kind of what you want to do, I guess, man-to-man, chase them off the perimeter.
Macy Donarski lost it in the backcourt. Freshman starting on this team. So the 2 sisters, there is another sister set out there, and that's the Bars. There's 3 Bars dressing for varsity tonight. Timeout.
Oh.
And a 30-second timeout by Cortell.
And I think, you know what, with that, Art,
we're going to take our break.
It's never bad to make sure that we're thanking the people that make this happen, because if they weren't helping us with some of these spots here, we wouldn't be able to bring this awesome action to you on Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday nights, you name it. So we'll take a quick break here. Art, the score is still 0-0. We'll be right back with the KQEG Game of the Week.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Want to remove paint and rust from something old and make it look like new? Well, that's what they do at Fairway Painting and Sandblasting in Holmen. Everything from small items like bicycles and wheels to large industrial parts for cranes, machines, tanks. They can paint and refurbish your equipment in their 72,000 square foot facility in Holmen or on site at your place of business. They've got the largest sandblasting booth in Wisconsin and multiple painting booths. For more information, visit their website, Fairway Painting and Sandblasting on Union Street in Holmen.
Down baseline. Slevacek with a shot, not going to go. Macy Donarski pushing it down court. Got ahead of the defense and up and in, and she makes the first score of the evening. Macy Donarski with a fast break layup. And that full court pressure bothers a lot of teams that these Blue Golds work with, and they're not afraid to go to their bench. And we got a backcourt foul. That's going to go against Lexi Donarski. It's her first on the team. And Lexi Donarski, we've seen her shoot from long range. She's also got a nice floater. There's a backcourt turnover inside to Courtney Becker, and she'll go to the free throw line as she went down the lane.
You know, it's always so dangerous about having all these athletes, as we talked about in the pregame. A lot of these girls are going to be going and playing college ball, whether that's basketball, volleyball, as you mentioned, softball, recruit here. Those athletes being able to run up and down the court, provide that full court press early on in the game to kind of wear down their opponent, and that's what you're seeing here early on with the Aquinas Blue Golds.
So Courtney hit the first, and she connects on the second. Makes it 4-0. Aquinas tonight in the white with a blue trim. Central wearing the predominantly red with a black trim. And a backcourt steal by Teusz inside to Becker, and a power move up, and she'll go back to the line again.
Yeah, that's kind of what you want to look at. I mean, you kind of look at the size of Becker and really her ability inside the post. She's going to get a lot of action here tonight, especially if Central is committed to playing man. You know that Coach Donarski is going to end up feeding Becker quite a bit, as he had all season long thus far.
Early season, Courtney Becker averaging about 14 points a game. Connects on the second. She's got 3 tonight. 5-0 Aquinas. Nice turnout for this crowd tonight.
Oh, absolutely. It's always great to see fans out supporting local high school sports. Oh, nice block, Art. Becker getting it done on both ends of the floor. Just a menace in the post on the offensive side, and then kind of doing the same thing here on D.
Yeah, Brittany Mislevacek got that one partially blocked on her. And the Blue Golds pushing that offense way out. Back out on top. And this is the kind of defense that we've seen out of Aquinas the last few years that they've had these state championships run, really trying to look for the double team.
Yeah, looking at that kind of 2-3 zone there, a little bit of a trapping defense there on the corners, and that's, again, something that really ruffles the feathers of a lot of these girls basketball teams in the area. It's just so hard to game plan against. It's so different than what a lot of other defenses these teams end up playing. Oh, Donarski, step back, Art.
Oh, and Becker just steals that rebound. I don't know how she got that one, but she pulled it off. Kicks it out. Barr off the back bracket. Teusz with the rebound. Barr another shot, not afraid to put it up. At the state tournament last year, I think she hit 6 of those in a row. She went wild down at Green Bay.
Look at this. There's that trap that you had talked about, and again, it just...
Got a body foul. That'll go against Courtney Becker.
Trying to figure out their offense is Central, and again, you can game plan against it as much as you want, but when you actually, until you get out here and you play against these Aquinas girls, they're long arms and just, again, so fast, so quick to the ball. It's so difficult to be able to simulate that inside practice.
Baseline drive, not there. Becker with the rebound.
Oh, she's pushing it. They've got numbers here.
Becker out to Kayla Barr. Back into Courtney Becker. Bar again. That one's off the back bracket, not going to go.
Oh, Donarski, though.
Macy Donarski will go to the line. What an aggressive play.
Yeah, one of the smallest players on the court, able to get up there. And again, sometimes that's just a will to want to get the ball. You know, that's probably something Dad talked about at the Thanksgiving dinner table last week. You know, you or I, we might be enjoying some food with our family, having some turkey, some stuffing. Dad's probably at the table talking about getting those rebounds. Box out, ladies.
Macy hits them both. Makes it 7-0. Central still looking for their first score here. 14 and a half minutes left in the half. And that double team comes up again, and then they cover up those outlet passes.
It's so difficult when you're a team like Central and you're just getting swarmed at the ball, but this is where coaching and trying to teach your girls to stay under composure is so important, so key.
And Donarski, Lexi, doing a little floater in there, and she draws the foul.
You kind of saw it on that last possession, though, but when Central had the ball in the backcourt, when you're getting doubled like that, you want to pull the ball down, get your composure, know that you still have a dribble, and find an open lane to try to get some space. A lot of times with that swarming defense, again, being so hard to simulate in this aggressive Aquinas team, it's so difficult to get in the proper mindset to make a good pass and know the options that you have. Donarski putting both those in.
She did, makes it 9-0. And Aquinas pulling back to a three-quarter court trapping zone defense. And we got a double dribble in the lane. Trying to make it in there, Whitney, Miss Levicek. That turns out to be another turnover.
Now, slow start for these Red Raiders thus far. Not something you want to do against Aquinas team because, oh, nice little pass there. Back out. Oh, yeah.
And that's a three, Donarski. Lexi Donarski got that feed from J.C. Weisbrod, who was only a sophomore. She saw a lot of playing time last year. And she is a strong player coming off the bench for Aquinas. Steal by Weisbrod, ahead to Donarski, and another bucket.
Such a finesse layup there, and that's going to be a timeout for Central. They got to talk things over here. And with that, Art, I'm going to take a moment to, again, thank one of our awesome sponsors for making tonight possible. Listen to those jamming tunes. It's Bacalar's Sausage, producing quality award-winning sausage products since 1935. Made with the finest ingredients using recipes handed down through generations. Bacalar's products are available at your local grocery store. Now, if you're planning a cookout this winter, maybe, I don't know. Rick always gets me with these dang reads here, Art. Remember, a grill is not a grill without a Bacalar sausage on it. Heck, you can be like me. You can microwave it. You can put it in some boiling water. I'll do whatever I can do to eat some Bacalar sausage in the wintertime if the grill's not an option.
Roll the grill out in the garage.
Bacalar's locally owned and community involved, a fan favorite since 1935. Back here, Art, 14-0 now, and what do you think Central has to do to try to get back into this game here?
Well, you know, I think that all this trapping defense has really been bothering them, and, you know, Coach Roberson is just sitting there, you know, going, we've got to keep that ball moving, because once you pick up your dribble, that's when they go into action and really get you.
Well, looks like they're letting up on that press defense a little bit.
14-0, though. Aquinas.
Oh,
there's
wow.
Donarski coming out of nowhere, tipping that one away.
Kind of looking like that, you know, that infamous Odell Beckham one-handed catch, kind of jumping up. Looked like she was 20 feet in the air.
Well, you know, and Lexi, you know, she is so deceivingly fast. She was at the state track meet in a couple of events this year, and you know, she's all in the sprints. And boy, you see her on that track, you could recognize how quick that young lady is.
Oh yeah, almost got to the ball there, Art.
Shot off the back of the rim, tracked down, and an extra step by Central. Lily Weirs with the rebound, but to get it, took that one extra step.
Parcher on the shot there. We know that name from the Central boys basketball. Noah Parcher, who made quite a few threes for that team during their, I would consider to be somewhat of a historic run.
There's Teush off the bracket, not going. She got a good look.
Oh, yeah. Well, Central kind of has to capitalize on some of those situations, things slowing down a little bit, that trapping defense not as aggressive. Again, just have to have some composure here, and that's the turnovers that you can't have. When Aquinas is missing, you gotta retaliate. I mean, with a team like this, if they miss those open shots, you really have to take advantage of that, and Central has not done that thus far here tonight.
Shabar, number 25, is in the game. She's a freshman. A lot of these kids getting playing time early. As we said, there were 3 bar girls. Kayla, Bree, who's shot from the right side of 3 by J.C. Weisbrod. So Shay, Bree, and Kayla Barr. Barr sisters on this Aquinas team. 17-0 with that 3-pointer by Weisbrod. Into the lane, and we got a jump ball. And possession arrow stays with Central.
Yeah, you know, I think if you're Central in this situation, really what you want to do is just continue to work the ball around the perimeter and try to don't feel forced into trying to make a basket. Try to win the time of possession and wait until you find the perfect opportunity to strike. That's kind of what you need to do against this blue gold defense.
Ava Parcher comes into the game, and Ellie Dingle sits down for Central. Tipped out of bounds by Macy Donarski.
Aquinas so well coached, so disciplined.
They are. They really, boy, they go after that
they do.
Interception pass, and there it causes another turnover.
Another turnover there. Macy Donarski now coming up. Do you have to think at all that, you know, some of the teams in the area are looking at this and they see Macy coming up and they're thinking to themselves, man, we just had one Donarski for 4 years, now we got another one.
Well, you know, you kind of look at this lineup for Aquinas. There, you know, there's Macy, and then there's Bailey Teush, Taylor's younger sister. And then you got the 3 Barr sisters. So, I mean, it's just, you know, the family name is pretty entrenched in with this Aquinas team.
And it's so great to see. I mean, you just like to see that, too, especially from a school like Aquinas. You know, there was a while there, a different sport, obviously, but you talk football, and their numbers were down. But when you see the success of teams and kids are excited to get out and play for those teams, it's always just great to see.
Ahead, they pass it, and a missed layup. Becker tries to grab it. It goes out of bounds off her hand. Back to Central.
Kayla Barr coming in, and Pangier now coming in for the Red Raiders, one of their leading scorers.
You know, Kayla Barr, you know, she is not on the scorebook putting up the big numbers. She can do that. She has turned it on a couple occasions during the course of the year. But, you know, they kind of call her the enforcer inside. She's the tough kid inside that you don't want to see coming at you.
Yeah, she's got the headband on. That's somebody I don't want to mess with when I'm in the paint, I'll tell you what.
And a real long dry spell to start the game for Central. Partially blocked. And finally one goes in. Allie Athnos for the first bucket of the night for Central, and she'll go to the line.
The Blue Golds, Becker's now going out, but Donarski comes back in. You have to wonder if that's something Central looking to maybe try to get the ball down low a little bit here. Athnos with that great basket and hopefully providing a spark to this Red Raider offense.
Well, Athnos at the line for a chance to get the free throw. Off the mark.
That was a really good box out, Art. I don't know if we can appreciate that. That was a really good box out by Lexi Donarski.
And a baseline shot. Shabar. She got a 3. 20-2.
Donarski with the great box out, coming down the right baseline and then dishing it out to get that 3 ball. Red Raiders need to answer back here. Oh, nice find down low. Oh, perfect play.
Up and in, number 22, Corey Hansen. 20-4. There's Lexi Donarski trying to drive the lane off the mark.
Things picking up a little bit here. Peterson coming up with the ball, and now Aquinas jumping back and kind of jumping back into that tight zone now.
Stolen away by Macy Donarski ahead. Here's Teusz stepping back. Oh, just rattles out. Barr back out. This is Lexi Donarski. Boy, you can see that just the body language saying she had it. 23-4. And that's 8 points, 10 points in the game for Lexi Donarski.
Yeah, Lexi's always had that really nice deep stroke. Oh, look at that. What a perfect pass down low.
And we got a whistle. It's going to be against Aquinas. Kayla Barr picks up the foul.
That was a great pass by Hansen down low looking for Athnos. Weaving it over the top of two Aquinas defenders.
Into the lineup is Bree Barr. And loose basketball.
Oh, yep, sliding a little bit there.
Kayla Barr going right down to the floor to get that one.
That's why you got those. That's why you got those knee sleeves on.
Yeah.
And there's been too many times where I used to play on the hardwood art, and I would end up with those little
The
court
burns.
burns. Woo! Those are painful, man. I'll tell you what.
I know. I think you'd rather slide into a basin of strawberry and get one of those.
Yep. Yep. Just passing it on the outside now, being patient. It's kind of what you want to see from these Central Red Raiders. You got to be careful though when you're passing it down to the corners there.
Long shot up, not going to go.
Oh, wow. Coming down with the board.
Rachel Peterson's with her second foul. That's a 15th foul against Central. 23-4, and we got a substitution. Macy Cagle comes into the game, and out goes number 21, Rachel Peterson.
Weisbrod with the board on there, and she really just kind of pulled that thing down with her two palms, just like they teach you in practice.
Weisbrod, this is a three.
And she's got it on the other end.
That is the fifth three-pointer for Aquinas, 26-4. Aquinas leads La Crosse Central. Baseline.
That's some good ball movement right there, Art. This is what they need to do. Drive and kick, drive and kick.
And we're going to reach in foul at about the free throw line, and we'll see Central going to the line. I guess not, before the shot. Bree Barr with a reach in call. 16 fouls against Aquinas. We got 8:39 still to play in the half. And we got Weisbrod with another foul. This time we'll see free throws.
For those of you joining us, make sure to tune in tomorrow. We've got Marshfield at Central boys basketball. Art, I know that you'll be there. If you're on our YouTube channel right now, don't forget to hit subscribe. You'll be notified of every time that we go live. We cover the Aquinas Blue Golds quite a bit this season, as well as a lot of other local teams. We try to have somebody out every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Sometimes we even double up on some of those games. So lots of great action being brought to you here on KQEG TV.
Macy Cagle not able to connect anyone, and
Oh,
Donarski,
wow.
what control she has. Did a little head fake, found that open lane, makes it 28-4.
Just kind of that end-to-end scorers mentality. You like to see that, especially when she's going to be playing in big D1 school next year.
Yeah, we got a count going on. Finally gets it away, but loses it out of bounds. Cora Hansen unable to corral that basketball. Good hustle again from the blue gold defense.
Oh, wow.
7:45 left in the first half, 28-4.
Just like the head fake
Oh.
crossover. Did you see that? Wow.
Again, so quick down the lane. Lexi Donarski's got 14 and a half. Coming in, she was averaging 19.
Yeah, she had 28 and 22 against the Central Red Raiders last year in the 2 games Aquinas played Central. So she likes to score against the ladies in red.
30-4 is the score. Across Aquinas leading across Central.
Oh. Again, seems like the longer we go on, though, these Lady Red Raiders are figuring out how to break down this zone defense a little bit. Possession by possession.
Brittany Mislevicek with 2. 30-6. Courtney Becker checking back in.
Oh my
the
gosh,
next ball.
look at that head fake.
Isn't that something? Just that little movement, and she is just so quick off that dribble.
Archie's juking me out of my shoes, and I'm sitting over here next to you 100 yards away.
Pass in the lane, down to the baseline. Shot up and over the top. Rebar with the rebound. Quickly ahead. Here's Macy Donarski. Up, not going to go. Central gets it and clears it out. Here's a long 3 on the way. Not there. Macy Donarski. Going baseline with it. Let her loose, and there she's got 2 for herself. Macy Donarski with 6, 32-6.
Yeah, 5:45 to go here in this half, and Aquinas again just so good at keeping their girls fresh, and everybody on the court now still looking like they're playing at 100%. Oh, nice 3-ball though.
Ava Parcher. That's her first 3-pointer tonight, 32-9. Weisbrod thinking about it out there at long range. Goes in the lane and loses the handle out of bounds. Central basketball.
Oh, coach arguing that it was tipped.
Now both these clubs go deep into their bench. Just with that substitution, we saw 7 new players come in between the two teams. Five minutes left in the half, 32-9.
Oh, wow, nice move. Oh, get in. Wares with just a nice move to the basket there, unable to capitalize, but hopefully we see a little bit more of that from her.
Great hustle by Teush. Here's Kayla Barr. Off the mark. Central with the basketball. No, this school was so active tonight. Pulled up, the parking lot was really full.
Oh, yeah.
They had middle school, JV, and the varsity coming in to play. Athos with 2.
Oh, but they're coming right back here, Art. Oh, Becker, gets her own rebound on the opposite side, doing a little mic and drill there.
Courtney Becker with her first field goal of the night. She'll go back to the line. She's got 5 in the contest so far, 34-11. You know, a lot of these kids play AAU ball, and you can see it as they come back here, just how much they've matured over this last summer. .35 with that free throw for Aquinas to Central's 11. And Teush is going to get called for the backcourt foul. So we're going to be shooting the 1+1. It's 18 fouls on the Blue Goals. Ellie Dingle at the line. And that one takes a high bounce and drops in. Aaliyah Bauman is into the game for Central as well. Second one doesn't go for Dingle. Tayus with a little head fake.
Wow.
Oh,
man.
She looked like she
Wow.
lost the handle. Then she throws it up and in and gets a free throw coming on top of it. 37-12, and Tayush at the line. Caps it with the three-point play, 38-12.
Oh, good ball handling. Keeping the head up. That's a good play right there. You just got to make it.
Here's Donarski.
Oh, here you go.
Got a great look at it, scoring up for a three, just off the mark. Kicked out of bounds. It'll stay with Central. We talked about how they go deep in their bench. Central this time substituting five.
Yeah, that's it's great to have that many girls that you have that can step on a varsity basketball floor and produce for you. That's getting them some experience. I know Central has a fairly young team, only a couple of seniors on this team.
Oh, tipped
Look at
away.
that. Quick hands. .329 to go here in this first half of action. A packed house here at Aquinas High School.
A lot of people were anticipating this game here, knowing you have both pretty decent clubs out there. Also, Onalaska, one of the teams in the top of the MVC that they're looking at this year. Time out of the floor, 3:17 left. Aquinas 38, Central 12.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson. A tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
Back here while we were away, Taylor Tayush drilled one from three-point, 41-12. Aquinas up by 29. Central with a little runner shot, not going to go, but we'll get some free throws. You know, when I was looking online here, there's a variety of different websites out there you're looking at. At the line is Brittany Mislevicek, and she drills the first one. But they had people to watch this year. Lexi Donarski showed up as a point guard, defensive player, and a wing player.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
No, and post player was Courtney Becker. She showed up. And then the Miller girls from Onalaska, Lexi and Kenzie, showed up as wing players to watch this year.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of talent on the girls' basketball court in this area right now.
Kayla Barr.
And you know, we know that Aquinas is a dominant team. They've got a really a special team, but I gotta tell you, I would have been surprised if you would have told me an hour ago that we'd be looking at a 44-14 score right now.
Yeah, I agree. This is a little bit of a surprise here that Aquinas has jumped out to such a big lead here. 7 3-pointers in this first half for Aquinas. And we got a dribble on the line and a turnover.
Yeah, it's always tough. I mean, you got Becker playing up there on the perimeter, and she's a big body trying to hog that sideline there, and it's tough to get by her when you're trying to dribble on the sideline. Oh my gosh, what a great
wow. Taylor Teusch getting the assist from Courtney Becker. There's a great backdoor bounce pass.
There they go again, body check there.
Yeah, Teusch picks up the foul. I think that's her second. And 9th team foul, if I'm correct, and they'll see 1+1 again. 10th team fouls with 2 free throws coming.
Well, you know what they say, Art? If you go to the line to shoot some free throws, you got to make sure that you have enough energy to make the baskets. You got to have the knees under you. And, well, if you're ever in need of some energy in form of batteries, see my segue there? Battery
coming.
Battery Mart, not just for car batteries. At Battery Mart, you'll find batteries for your boat, your ATV, motorcycle, lawn, tractor, even your snowblower. It's a great time for that. Batteries for all your warm and cold weather equipment. Battery Mart in the industrial park below Gunderson. Or, I guess according to Rick, you can also look under the yellow pages. Do people still have that?
I know. You got to update the script here. Google them. Whitney Mislevicek at the line and not going to connect on either one, and Becker with the rebound. Barr from the corner, not there. Becker put back, and she's fouled. She is such a dominant force underneath. She gets her position underneath there, and she is a hard body to move out.
Oh, yeah, and she's a great rebounder, great at boxing out. Just knows the age-old saying, when you're down low, especially when you're one of the tallest players in the court, to always keep the ball up above your head. You never want to bring it down. And she definitely knows that and does it well here for the Aquinas Blue Golds, and will be doing it for quite some time when she graduates.
6 out of 7 in the line, 8 points of the game for Courtney Becker. 48-12. Down to about a minute and a half left in the first half. Inside. And a tie-up. Yep. Quick hands. Getting the tie-up is Shabar.
If you're Athnos there, you gotta be quick. You gotta make quick decisions when you're playing this Aquinas team. I mean, they're so quick to the ball. Once you get it down low, you got to figure out, you're dishing it back out, or you're going to try to post up and do something with it. And otherwise, you're looking at what just happened there, a tie-up, and now it's blue gold ball.
Working on the outside. Now they're not even looking inside right now, Nick, and maybe just one of those. Let's take some time off the clock here as we're at 48-14.
Just a minute to go here in this first half, and that's kind of what they're doing. You know, unless there's a nice opening there, or unless you're as open as Lexi was there on that three.
Lexi Donarski showing that she's got that range. That's her third three-pointer tonight. And stolen away, Courtney Becker.
Here she goes. This crowd over here got up like she was about to dunk it.
2 quick buckets, 53-14.
Couldn't see him, but the student section all got on their feet when she was breaking away on that fast break.
Offensive foul, I'm sure. Ava Parcher just putting out her forearm. She drew the offensive foul.
Aquinas, 53 points thus far in the half, 32 seconds to go. Just a phenomenal first half. Not many blemishes here. You have to, if you're coached in our game, what do you tell your team when you go in at half? Are you just saying keep doing what you're doing? I mean, is that
yeah, it's a little bit. But I know, Coach Donarski's gonna push him a little bit to improve. Another bucket by Courtney Becker.
And we got 10 seconds to go here. Let's see if the Red Raiders can try to salvage something here to end the half. That's a nice pass there.
It was baseline shot. There it is. Ellie Dingle with 2. So we come to the end of the first half. The score is 55-16. A big lead here by the Aquinas Blue Golds as we go into the locker room. So we'll take a break and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
At Boyer's, we have a great selection of furniture.
At great prices.
And great personality.
We'll be the judges of that. Love seats, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so. Sofas, great.
Prices, great.
Personality, so-so.
Recliners, great.
Prices, great. Personalities,
But I'm your grandpa. Can't you give me a break?
All judges' decisions are final at Boyer's Furniture.
Please?
Want to remove paint and rust from something old and make it look like new? Well, that's what they do at Fairway Painting and Sandblasting in Holmen. Everything from small items like bicycles and wheels to large industrial parts for cranes, machines, tanks. They can paint and refurbish your equipment in their 72,000 square foot facility in Holmen or on site at your place of business. They've got the largest sandblasting booth in Wisconsin and multiple painting booths. For more information, visit their website, Fairway Painting and Sandblasting on Union Street in Holmen.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Why not make Christmas easy this year with a gift certificate from Fiesta Mexicana? Treat your friends to a great meal with a $30 gift certificate for only $25. Need a place for your Christmas celebration? Fiesta Mexicana can handle parties up to 65 people. Their party planners will help you with a special menu or a wonderful Mexican buffet. They can even cater a party in your home. Celebrate Christmas with the help of Fiesta Mexicana. Call or stop by today. Fiesta Mexicana on Mormon Cooley Road at the south end of La Crosse.
Welcome back to Aquinas High School. We got the state champion winning Aquinas dance team on the floor. We'll take a moment and watch those ladies perform.
They're doing a great job thus far. I mean, I can't really dance hard, so pretty much any type of dancing to me is impressive, but they do some good work out there.
Aquinas Blue Golds dance team. It is halftime. The Blue Golds leading across Central ladies by a score of 55-16. Take a look at this scoring, how this came together here tonight. Leading the way is Lexi Donarski. She methodically scored 17 points in that first half. Also in double figures is Courtney Becker. She has a dozen. Macy Donarski was 6. Taylor Tayush has 8. Kayla Barr is a three-pointer. J.C. Weisbrod has 6. And Shea Barr has 3 points. Blue Golds, Nick, are leading by 55-16. They are 11 of 12 from the free throw line. Pretty deadly at the line tonight.
Yeah, they're doing pretty much everything that you could possibly ask of them, right? They're playing really hard defense. They're getting to the ball consistently. They're not taking plays off, any plays off, regardless if they're on the offensive side of the court or the defensive side of the court. They're hitting the shots when they need to hit them, and they're really just making some really phenomenal plays. It's been kind of a you see them and you go, oh yeah, it makes perfect sense that they've been to 3 state championship games in a row.
They certainly have got that in their blood right now. For Central, 5 young ladies have been scoring. Brittany Mislevicek with 4. Ellie Tingle with 3 points. Corey Hansen has got 2. Ava Parcher with 3. And Ellie Athnos has 4. Central is 3 for 9 from the free throw line. Here's one of the things, obviously, that helps the program here. And they got the young ladies that they're introducing that have been involved in some of the basketball programs at the lower grades.
Yeah, again, just really getting them in that pipeline, getting them excited, getting them, to be on this court. I mean, you have to imagine they're sitting here watching this Aquinas team, and they're going, I want to do that. I want to do that when I get to the high school level, and I think that's so important and so key. And I mean, there's probably even a few Central players that are watching this, and they're thinking, I want to get to that stage so I can reverse that score. I want to flip it, and it's just really cool to see that here in this area, and seeing really a lot of young kids excited to be a part of athletics at the high school level.
Absolutely. 5 minutes left in this halftime, and we're going to take a break. 55-16, La Crosse Aquinas leading Central, and we'll be back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department. Delivery and setup. Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson, a tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
96 and 107.3 La Crosse. This is Chelsea Lynn. I'm Reid Magnum. Want to wish all of you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and
a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year. Amazing, we're already finishing off 2019, Chelsea.
Let's talk about our favorite songs.
What is your favorite Christmas song, Chelsea? You have usually more than one.
Santa Baby.
You sing that one, yes, very good.
And Last Christmas.
Last Christmas, I gave you my...
fart.
The very next day, you...
blew me away.
Chelsea changes the lyrics. Mix 96 and 107.3 La Crosse.
We're back for the start of the second half here. Central will have the basketball, trailing 55-16 to La Crosse Aquinas. Central in the red uniforms tonight. Aquinas, if you're just joining us, in the white with the blue trim. The defending state champs in their division, and they are showing why they're going to be a factor again this year. And Lexi Donarski. Like 3 steps and she gets another one.
Yeah, it's remarkable.
Young lady headed to Iowa State. Going to be a Cyclone now with 19 in the game.
Now, what more can you really say about Lexi? Everything's been kind of said about her thus far over the past 4 seasons. I mean, she's just a special player, just a remarkable talent, the athleticism, just the IQ, the finesse, the aggressiveness on both ends of the floor consistently. I mean, it's with all the accomplishments that she has had thus far in her career, I mean, it's unparalleled to a lot of other basketball players in this. Oh my goodness, did you see that, Art?
Yes.
She just outran the other 9 girls on the floor.
She stole it at the baseline, and that, as we said, that is that speed that young lady has. We saw it at the state track meet. She showed it again on the court. 59-16 with the 4 points that Lexi has to start the second half. 21 in the contest. Her high this year has been 23. Stolen away by Teush.
Red Raiders just coming out here and not really having good ball security the first couple of minutes of this second half. You know, Art, I got to ask, you know, I ask this whenever we have games like this, but if you're part of the Lady Red Raiders out here and you look up at the scoreboard and you see that deficit, how do you inspire yourself to continue playing at it, try to play at a high level? It can be pretty difficult.
It can take the steam out of you a little bit, but you know, you just try to get better and do things well and be competitive and, you know, make sure you're doing the best you can out there.
Oh, wide open there for 3.
Macy Donarski with a rebound. She's going to go all the way to the glass and in. Macy has got 8. She's a freshman.
You saw a lot of that kind of tenacity from Lexi when she was a freshman a few years ago. I remember calling a few of her games, and it was the same thing. Not afraid to take over games, take it to the rack. And you're seeing kind of that same tenacity from her sister now.
Tipped away and stolen by Kalabar. Here comes Donarski. Macy kicks it out to Courtney Becker. Teush squares for 3. There it is.
Pouring it on now.
Taylor now with 11 in the game. 64-16. To start the second half, a 9-0 run by the Blue Golds. And we got a double dribble out on high. And Cora Hansen was looking at that official gun. Really? That really happened? And the pace of the game a little bit slower for Aquinas here to start the second half as far as the offense. Becker trying to go up for a second time, and she'll go to the free throw. Boy, she's been drawing a lot of fouls.
Yeah, she has. That's what you're going to do when you're Becker and you're kind of hogging down low and getting so many offensive rebounds. I mean, the amount of times that you're going to put it up, you're bound to get fouled at least one of them. Unable to connect on that one. And how about we thank another one of our awesome sponsors for making tonight happen. Jant Fredrickson Funeral Homes and Crematory. Am I saying that right?
Crematory, yeah.
Crematory?
You're right. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had to say that word before. How you remember someone is what honors their life. Jant Fredrickson can help guide you through a very difficult time and help you remember your loved one the way you want to remember them. Jant Fredrickson Funeral Homes in La Crosse with Salem, Caledonia, and Bangor.
At the line, 7-9 for Courtney Becker. She's got 13 in the game. Score 65-16 across Aquinas.
Aquinas still in that zone defense. Been so effective here tonight. It's been effective anytime they've run it. Oh, and there's a nice little play there. And going up
And they're going to call that one against Lexi, I believe. Lexi Donarski. At the line, Ava Parcher. Parcher with a three-pointer so far. Connects. 65-17.
15 minutes to go in this one, and for the Red Raiders, you want to try to get something out of this game. You started the season 3-0. You're heading into some MVC action. Obviously, it's not looking too good tonight, but that doesn't mean you can't continue to try to play hard and have something to carry into the next game.
Well, this is a good Central team that's just running into a real buzzsaw. Tayush.
Cross court.
And Becker will cut that foul. I think they got Courtney for three. It is her third. It's a third team foul. You know, the defense for Aquinas is just a little bit different. There's a little more one-on-one play and not quite as much trapping as we saw at the beginning. And we've got some more free throws. That's going to be the fourth foul on Courtney Becker, and she's going to be sitting down. Two quick fouls. Slevacek goes to the line. And she has got the free throw. That's her first of the night for Whitney. So Courtney Becker probably going to be riding the bench for a little bit here with 4 fouls and 13 points. 65-20. J.C. Weisbrod in to replace Courtney. Driving down the lane, Macy.
Oh, okay.
Donarski out of bounds. It goes back to Aquinas.
No, I know it's hard to say when the team's given up 65 points, but really, if you've been watching, I mean, Central, the Lady Red Raiders have done a decent job of actually keeping Aquinas in front of them. Aquinas is just so talented on the perimeter and in fast break that they've scored a lot of points hitting those threes, those mid-range jumpers, making sure they're connecting on their free throws. But just watching them play and watching the game, they've actually done a pretty decent job of closing down some of those lanes. They just haven't gotten back and really pushed the Aquinas Blue Golds off the three-point line.
Macy Donarski at the line. Connects on one of the two. Ball out of bounds to Central. Leah Bowman comes in for Central. She wears number 15. And loses it out of bounds. Aquinas gets it back.
Nice little
Why
cut there. Trying to finish with the left.
Yeah. That rebound was corralled and pushed back out by Barr. Kayla with another rebound. Here's Weisbrod. That one is not going to go. So 3 good looks for Aquinas, and they come away empty. And they're going to call a reach-in foul on Macy Donarski.
That's kind of like what you see with Lexi on the offensive side of the ball. She has that scorer's mentality where it almost felt like if you're just watching her and kind of watching her eyes, she just really wanted to get that ball in the bucket. She's like, give me the ball.
Shabar comes in for Aquinas. And a drive down the lane, not going to go. Kayla Barr back to Weisbrod, trying to go baseline. And stolen away. Good effort. And good hustle down there by Ava Parcher. Pangier at the point guard.
Nice little crossover there. Going baseline, going for that floater, and again, no good. Oh, yep.
Well, extra step there. You know, but taking over that rebounding power right now is Kayla Barr with Courtney Becker on the bench. She moved inside, and her role is to rebound, and she's been doing it. 66-20. 13 minutes left in the half in the game. And now that double team coming back. Aquinas trying to hustle all over the floor. Three-pointer.
Oh,
long-range shot, Ava Parcher. That's her second three of the night. She's got 8 in the game.
And that's exactly, again, what you want to do as the Red Raiders. They forced that double team, hit the ball, skipped it cross court, and got the three, but here comes Aquinas right back to answer.
Taylor Tayush, you know, she's one of those players, you know, a little reminiscent to me, like Matt Thomas did at Iowa State. He would always stand out on the perimeter, and his job was just to be lined up, find himself an opening at the three-point line and take that shot. And Tayush has got that ability. And they set her up many times to look for that three-pointer.
Oh, yeah, it can just be such a dagger sometimes, especially when they're sitting on those corners and hitting them at key moments in the game, but so comfortable there. And I think with that, Art, we're going to take a quick break as a timeout's called by the Central Red Raiders. Your score, 69 Aquinas, Central 23. We'll be right back with the KQEG Game of the Week.
The Arterial Bar and Grill, a tradition in La Crosse. Their chef is cooking up specials every night. Try Wednesday, it's wing night. Get 5 giant wings for just $3 with 13 different homemade sauces to choose from. Thursday, try a gyro basket. And Friday, it's batter fried fish. Check out their Facebook page. Download the Untapped app on your phone for special events like tap takeovers and live music. Breakfast on Friday and Saturday at 8 a.m. and serving breakfast all day Sunday. The Arterial at 16th and Jackson, a tradition in La Crosse. Why not make it yours?
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
69-25, Allie Pangier with a running layup. Here goes Lexi Donarski.
Wow.
She gets it, and she'll go to the line. Lexi Donarski.
Is she at 30 yet? Has she had 30 points yet?
Not yet. I mean, she started out fast in the second half. She's got 23. If she hits this free throw, that'll be her high in the early season. She's matched her high. Courtney Becker, she's working with 4 fouls. Into Barr, and Shea Barr will go to the line. Shea Barr, a freshman. Shea's got already a three-pointer in the game.
As Shea Barr goes to the line, let's take a moment to thank one of our awesome sponsors, Blaschke Funeral Homes, providing thoughtful service for over 80 years, now with 2 locations, Caledonia Street and West Ave. Before the game ends tonight, we will be choosing a Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home player of the game for both teams. So stay tuned, that's coming up later tonight in our post-game report.
Shea Barr hits them both. She's got 5 in the game, makes it 73-25. And loose basketball picked up by Weisbrod.
Oh,
Courtney Becker on the trailer, and she finishes it.
Great cut there, Art. That's what you like to see. Sometimes it's hard when you don't have the ball in your hands to know where to be, and that's exactly what Becker does great, knowing where to be when she doesn't have the ball in her hands. it's easy to get complacent and kind of just stand around and watch a player with the ball. That's what makes this Aquinas team so good. They're so good at moving without the ball in their hands.
Donarski clears it out and comes down court. Over to Becker. Back to Weisbrod.
Oh, just
a three.
It looked good when it left her hands. Just set up perfectly. She likes to take those jumpers there from the corner. Aquinas creeping up on 80 points now. Against a Central team that we both, coming into the game undefeated, hadn't played an MVC team yet, but came into the night 3-0, looked very good early on in the season, and again, just a kind of a surprise here tonight.
Yeah, they've broken 80 on 2 occasions already. 84 against Chippewa Falls, 81 against the Sal. Tonight, well, they could be headed towards 90.
I mean, can you remember a time when there was a girls basketball team that was averaging around 80 points a game?
No.
I mean, it's remarkable.
Brittany Mislevicek, this is the first. This is an outstanding team. At the sectional final, they ran into my old alma mater, a community in southern Wisconsin called Belleville, and they handled them easily, but they had a Division II player, an inside player who was very, very good, and, it's just when you got so much balance on this Aquinas team, it was like, wow.
Great wing players, great point guard in Lexi. Great post players, multiple players that can play in the post. Look at that, right off the dribble.
Courtney Becker. She's got 17 now. 80-26.
Oh. Hey, look at that.
Yeah. Lexi Donarski's trying to step in for a steal. Weisbrod with a rebound. Ahead they go.
Wow, what a pass, one-handed.
And they were looking down court all the way, Nick. And Tayush was just turning it on. 82-26. Sart Fay along with Nick Ragnar bringing you this game. And a whistle underneath, and if that's on Courtney, that's 5.
Yeah,
I'm
just
pretty sure it is.
10 minutes to go here. And looks like Kayla Barr will probably be coming in and subbing for Becker.
So Courtney Becker going to be checking out with 9:27 left in the game. She goes out with 17 points.
As we talked about, we got a lot of great games coming up. Marshfield at Central Boys Basketball. You're not going to want to miss that. It's Davis Brothers, their last year there. Menominee at Central Boys. We're going to be covering that next Monday. Tuesday, Arcadia at West Salem. And then Friday, we've got our doubleheader, West Salem at Luther Boys. That's always a great atmosphere to be a part of. And Aquinas going to be at the Logan for girls basketball action. That's next Friday here on KQEG TV. If you're watching this on the stream, again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join us for games throughout the season. We bring them to you at no cost. Nice three-pointer there. Wait.
They got the official over at the scorers table. And I just hesitation there just to see if they're going to count that three-pointer. Not sure they did.
No, they did not. Not sure what that was about.
I don't either. I don't know why the turnover. So far in this contest, 11 three-pointers by Aquinas. And there's Shebar with a rebound. Or Brebar, I'm sorry. Brebar with a rebound.
I don't want to spend too much time on it, but our score showed 85-26 Central, and then out of that basket, Central was back up to 28, so I'm not sure if there might have been a miscue on that. Our score now matches 85. The scoreboard.
Now they give her to Weisbrod.
Okay, now they gave the three, okay.
Maybe they're going to change that back over. 85-28 the score is reading.
I had 26, but I don't know, Art. I'm trying my best to keep up with the action. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. I'm sure there's some fans watching at home that have been seeing this and seeing me have to pencil in some of these scores, and they're like, nobody scored for the past couple of minutes. Well, doing my best here.
85-28 is what we're showing on the scoreboard. So Weisbrod's three-pointer counted. And the 2 free throws before by Caitlin Cole.
Oh, wow.
And Macy Donarski getting up a little slow. I think she's all right. And we got some free throws going to be happening here for J.C. Weisbrod for Aquinas. And we're going to see at the next substitution the bench clear for Aquinas. We got some of the junior varsity players coming in. The way the junior varsity won tonight over Central 45-37.
Schumacher Kish Funeral Home's been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services are pre-arranged funeral plans. It's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and in Onalaska. Great sponsors have been sponsoring high school hoops, football for quite some time. And again, it's because of those sponsors that we're able to bring these games to you. And
Well, into the game now for Aquinas is Bailey Teusch. She wears number 4. She's a sophomore. Fiona Flaherty is in. She's wearing number 12, and she's a junior. And number 40, Grace Kronk, a sophomore at 5'7". And it brings in everybody for the Blue Golds. Little dish out to Bree Barr, and she loses the handle on it, and Central comes up with it. 6.5 minutes left. 85-28. Aquinas.
Oh. Opportunity to get some girls that may not play too much varsity ball, some action on the court.
We're going to be seeing Shabar come in just a minute. Nice drive down the lane to McKay Cagle with her first bucket. 85-30. Bailey Teusch, and that's a 3. Just like her sister. That is 12 three-pointers for Aquinas.
Now, does Bailey play on the JV team?
She does, and that was a left-handed shot.
Yeah, she was lighting up the JV game. She was making 3 after 3. I'm not exactly sure how many points she had, but when we were sitting here setting up, she was really a focal point of that JV offense.
J.C. Weisbrod comes down with the rebound. Weisbrod.
Wow.
2 more. You know, we saw that from her last year and those nice touches that she's got. 90-30, Aquinas. We'll take a timeout and be right back after this on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
Want to remove paint and rust from something old and make it look like new? Well, that's what they do at Fairway Painting and Sandblasting in Holmen. Everything from small items like bicycles and wheels to large industrial parts for cranes, machines, tanks. They can paint and refurbish your equipment in their 72,000 square foot facility in Holmen or on site at your place of business. They've got the largest sandblasting booth in Wisconsin and multiple painting booths. For more information, visit their website, Fairway Painting and Sandblasting on Union Street in Holmen.
90-30 is the score. We're down to 5 minutes left in the contest. Whistle underneath as Central got it down low. And we'll be shooting some free throws. Shabar with a foul. Bowman goes to the line.
A lot of great sponsors, again, making tonight possible. I mean, Central adds another on that free throw there. You know, every time I do these games, I always just like to bring up all these sponsors that allow us to do what we do. Oh, wow.
Wow, Macy Donarski with 2. She's got 11 in the game. 92-31. These Aquinas Blue Golds are on the road next week, just cross town. They take on La Crosse Logan.
I know you don't want to pour it on or anything, Art, but, you know, to be honest, if you can be honest with me here for a second, if you're 8 points away from 100, do you think these girls on the floor are really itching to try to hit those triple digits?
I think they would like to see that. Doesn't happen too often. And Donarski going down, and she's going to call for a travel. For Central, they step out of the conference next week, and they'll be hosting Eau Claire North. (92-31). Cross Aquinas leading these Central Red Raiders. Lady Raiders with the basketball going down the lane, and that's going to go. And a battle for the rebound. Jump ball stays with Central. Rebar into the game. And Macy Donarski is out.
Take a moment to thank our last sponsor of the night, Fiesta Mexicana, for truly delicious, authentic, and fresh Mexican food. Make it Fiesta Mexicana on La Crosse's south side. Burritos, fajitas, tacos, chimichangas, margaritas. I know you like those, Art.
I do.
Favorites. Sit inside or outside on their patio. Even when it's cold out, sit outside on the patio, Art, because that food's going to make you hot. They cater and can host your next party or special event. Make it a fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana. I love their food.
Foul against the Blue Golds. I tell you, I've got some friends out there who you can't find a hot enough salsa for them. I don't know how they do it. You know, it's kind of like, when you see stuff like, it's called Devil's Spit or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys that really enjoys some of that hot salsa.
Do you?
And it's weird because it's so hot that all you need is the smallest drop. We would make some chili at home, and sometimes I would just put a little bit of that hot taco sauce in there just to get some kick to it. And on a big pot of chili, you put just the smallest drop, and it just changes the complexity of the entire soup.
Yes, it does.
It's crazy.
I don't mind a little fire, but I just don't need to take it that high. Brittany Mislevicek at the other end hit her both for free throws. She's got 7 in the game, makes it 92-33. And we're down 1:35 left in the game. And Aquinas will move to 4-1. This will be the first loss in the season for La Crosse Central.
You look at this Aquinas team, and you have to look at the upcoming games, but you have to wonder if they're looking at another. I believe they went undefeated 2 seasons ago, had a loss last year, and this year, obviously, without a loss yet. But they've just had a pretty remarkable streak here in women's high school basketball.
There's a bucket for Grace Kronk. And you just look at their lineup, though, but they've got a couple of games in there. Minnehaha Academy is going to be a tough one for them. Hopkins, that these are out of market, taking on some big schools, but they need to test themselves.
Yep.
And those certainly will be those kind of games.
Under 40 seconds to go here.
Yeah, we got a running clock. 94-33. And at the line is Sienna Torgerud with the first. 94-34. And she got the second. 94-35. And maybe one more shot. Aquinas dribbling it out, just checking the clock. They really don't need to take it. And there's the contest. 94-35. 12 three-pointers in the contest for Aquinas tonight.
Yeah, a really big game from Aquinas. They really came out here and what I think is somewhat of a statement when coming into the MVC playing a team like Central, who also coming in 3-0 had something to prove here tonight. But again, it's hard to find a kink in the Blue Gold's armor. They really brought it, whether it was under the hoop, on fast breaks. on the perimeter, that full court defense to start the game, the trapping zone throughout the game, the depth on the bench, and just always feeling fresh legs. It's just so difficult, but you have to know the Red Raiders aren't done yet. They're going to come out against Eau Claire next week and hopefully rebound and continue to have a good season that they planned on having after those first 3 games.
Take a look at the scoring tonight for La Crosse Central. They had 10 kids score tonight. Nobody in double figures, though. Ava Parcher had 8, 7 for Brittany Mislevicek, 2 points for Macy Cagle. Whitney Mislevicek had 2, Allie Pangier with 2, Ellie Dingle had 3, 2 points for Sienna Torgerud. Aaliyah Bowman with 1, 2 points for Cora Hansen and 2 for Caitlin Cole. For Aquinas, 5 young ladies in double figures. Lexi Donarski leads the way with 23. Courtney Becker had 17 before she fouled out. Taylor Tayush with 16. 11 points for Macy Donarski. 14 points for J.C. Weisbrod coming off the bench. 3 for Bailey Tayush. Kayla Barr also had 3. 5 points for Shea Barr and 2 for Grace Cox. A dozen three-pointers for Aquinas tonight. They just look really strong out there tonight, Nick.
You know, we look at our Pulaski Schneider Funeral Home players of the game. On Aquinas' side, I know it's hard to not give it to Lexi Donarski, but I think I'm going to go with Taylor Tayush. I really liked the tenacity she had on the defensive side of the ball. She made some really big plays, some really nice give and goes on the offensive end for Aquinas. As you had said, I believe 16 points, so she had a good game on that side of the floor. And when you look over to Central, they had some players, obviously a down night, but I think Parcher really came out and hit some threes and kind of tried to continue to build on a morale and hopefully do something against Eau Claire next week. Who do you got, Art?
I'm not too far off. I like Courtney Becker's game, but she lost about a quarter of the game by fouling out. But
it's not a great game.
Yeah, when she was on the floor, she was very strong. But you can't go wrong with any selection you make there because this Aquinas team has got the strength and power in a lot of different areas.
Absolutely. Well, I think for you, Art, I had a great time calling this game with you, man. It was a lot of fun. It's been a while.
It is a lot of fun, and we're going to be back at it tomorrow night with Marshfield and Central boys. So another game coming to you from KQEG, Game of the Week that we'll have for you. So anyway, for Kyle on camera tonight, Nick Ragnar, this is Art Fay. The final once again, 94-35, La Crosse Aquinas Blue Golds girls defeating the Lady Raiders of La Crosse Central. Thank you for joining us tonight on the KQEG High School Game of the Week.
You've been watching the KQEG TV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game featured the Central Lady Red Raiders and the Aquinas Lady Blue Golds. The High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business on Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Cremation and Funeral Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Arterial Bar and Grill at 16th and Jackson, a La Crosse tradition. Why not make it yours? Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home, serving the Cooley region for over 90 years. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, tractor, lawnmower, even your snowblower. Battery Mart. Fiesta Mexicana, for delicious, fresh Mexican food. Make it Fiesta Mexicana on La Crosse's south side. Fairway Painting and Sandblasting in Holman. Kirshner Custom Builders. For commercial or residential building, make it Kirshner Custom Builders. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Jan Fredrickson Funeral Homes, your remembrance specialists in La Crosse, West Salem, Bangor, and Caledonia. And Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. Thanks for watching high school basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.